Alright, so I bought this the other day off of Facebook Marketplace. I kind of was looking at the old cabinets and stuff, but to me, it looks like about a 1930s patternmakers tool chest. But thought maybe you guys might be interested in going through it with me. So let me get this camera set up. We'll unpack this up here on the table and we'll take a look at everything that's in there. Alright, give me 1 second here. Alright. So, marking gauge. Numbers all on it there. Looks like somebody tried to sharpen that, but no handles. Another half of a panel gauge. Doesn't look like it goes with that, but O-N-K. O-N kettle. Number 30. Don't see a maker though. Handle. I can't read it actually. There's a name on there. Panel gauge. There are trammel points. Another set of trammel points. No maker. Nice little brass. Not sure if it's a punch or a random brass piece. Merit, made in USA. Looks like that needs to be cleaned up and stored. Half a dozen drills, bits, and a little bent gimlet. Stanley bevel gauge. O-N-K. Number 52 spoke shave. And a lot of dirt. And oh, that goes with that. No, maybe. Yeah, sure. And a lot of dirt. That's a big one there. Okay. Buck Brothers. Bent shape. Carving. Another big carving. Again, with the OK. Another Buck Brothers. Third. Some smaller carving tools. The Wellman Product Company, Cleveland. Okay. Number 18. Okay. What's it got here? A variety of this is shrink 1 to 10 foot, 1 foot 10 inches to foot, shrink 3/16 to foot, shrink 1 foot 8 inches to foot. It's be for scaling things down at various sizes. The LSS company, Starrett. So it'd be a set of Starrett rules. Well, kind of the numbers are more off of there. Oil joints, patented. Made in the USA. And there's a actual manufacturer on there. It doesn't actually say. Just made in the USA. Got a little brass piece here with the numbers on it. Looks like maybe that was added in after the fact. I'm not sure. Little 6-inch rule. B&S Manufacturing, Providence, Rhode Island, USA. Random cutter. Another bevel gauge. Looks like maybe that was oh, it says O&K. So maybe that was a user made. Little picks. Panel gauge. O&K. Looks like maybe that goes with this. There we go. Yeah. That one back there. Little 6-inch square. Maybe a LWL. A little 4-inch square. That's a cute one. The LSS. So another Starrett. Like a chip breaker and maybe pieces for the spoke shave. That's not for the spoke shave. Those are too small for that. So yeah. And too small for that. Oh, we'll put them over here. But maybe a center punch. Some user-made squares. Another big cutter blade. Another cutter blade. And another blade. So the toolbox isn't extremely rugged made. The joints are all mitered. There are no dovetails that you can see on it. Now this box doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't. This box was in here. Lots of tools, but this actually looks like it's a drawer. You can see the grooves on the side, although I don't see. Oh yeah, there are. There's handle holes here, so I'm not sure this goes. Yeah, it's being old. I don't know when this was thrown in there. You got a Yankee. Screwdriver. Another Yankee. Handyman number 133H. Another one. It's also a number 133H. So 3 Yankees. So they were actually repainted at one point. Files. User made handles on them. More files, little files. Sears Craftsman, 4-inch warding knife. Lots of miscellaneous little files in there and a punch. Couple. That looks like a cutter of. No, there's a blade on the end, but I'm not sure what that is. If you know what this is, leave me a comment, because I don't know where that goes or what that's for. It looks like, yeah. There's a concrete punch. Maybe this doesn't go with his stuff. I'm not sure. Like I said, I bought this all as a lot. Another for the square. Some more drill bits. Another gimlet. It's in pretty bad shape, but and a whole bunch of files. Cute little piece. All right, that's what those blades are for. It's like a real tiny little brass spoke shave. It's a no user mark or anything. Tiny little blades on it. It's got some dots on it there. I'm not sure what to say on there. Rail. That's a cute little one there. Curved. It's usually a base for indicator. Bit for one of the Yankees. A bunch more bits, drill bits, and some more gimlets. A little chamfer tool. And there's a variety of drill bits and files in there, so it's kind of a here's one of the yeah, this is one that actually goes to the tool chest here. Allen wrenches and standard made in the USA wrenches. Combination wrench, and another wrench here. Wakefield. Button pliers. So it looks like somebody had been nail puller. Like I said, scraper. Sort of calipers for like lathe tools. Calipers. Oh, that's gonna. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe if you're making patterns and you want to check multiple pieces out, I guess. Nope. All right, there's your lathe tools. All right, makes sense. But there's more carving tools in here. So I'm not saying that this was never untouched or these are all original tools. Like I said, I just bought this as a kit, and it does say OK on here again. The little carving gouge. So there's this one. That's just a straight chisel. Some more chisels here. This stuff all needs, there's a mortising chisel. It's all going to get cleaned up and repurposed for my shop. Oh, yeah, just a knife with a nice little wooden handle on it. It's actually nice. It's comfortable. Another knife. There's those blades. That's a cute little plane right there. Doesn't really say anything on it. No, we'll have to get that cleaned up. I'll have to get that cleaned up, and we'll set it over here by this other plane, and maybe move some of these. Not sure if that's what those. Oh, that might even fit on there. Huh. Oh, underneath. All right, I got it. Another blade for it, so we'll put that stuff all together. A little bullnose plane. Again, I don't see any. It's an adjustable base on it to open the mouth. It's quite a gouge there for scooping out. And then this is miscellaneous. That's a multi-purpose wrench for different sizes, and the almost like the pipe wrenches. Oh, didn't see that. Well, it's got a knife on it too. That's just like a little marking knife, I think. And there's some, let's see, I'm not sure what that, I see the K. Oh, okay. Yeah, it says OK on it also. So, I'm not a collector. These are not being restored completely. We are going to take them and make them users. So let's put that all up here as well. Yes. It's a depth gauge. Ooh, that's pretty froze up. Over here. Some more various calipers. Or a lot of calipers and dividers. So, I actually can't read that. There is a maker's mark on there. It looks like, but brass number 8. More squares. Also look like maybe they're users made. They do say O and K on them. So we'll put these up here with these other squares. A lot more rulers. Shrink 1/4 to a foot. And then some longer rules here. But if you want to stay with me, what we're going to do is kind of go through another set of dividers, kind of work through this stuff, clean it up, get it back into user mode, and then put it to work. Get another square. A wooden rule. Oh, a folding one. The hardware and supply, do-it-yourself hardware. I think this is Adrian. I bet that's Adrian, Michigan. It's, that's a town close to here. Another foot for the, and another foot for the angle or bevel gauge, wherever I put that. Another little brass bevel gauge. It's a little one too. So maybe that's user made. That's kind of a cute little one there. Random ball bearing. Yeah. Scale angle. 3 inches equals 1 mile. That's kind of a unique one there. A marking gauge. That's a Stanley. Yep, Stanley number 90, and yeah, it just needs cleaned up a little bit. Oh, it's free though. That's good. 4 random squares, and a spark plug gauge. Or a gauge, not sure what we would be using that for, but I mean, there are the little thickness shims on the end for gapping spark plugs, but whether that is random got thrown in here or if that was something that was used, I'm not sure. What else we got in here? A big old pocket knife covered in tar. And well, that's kind of different. Maybe eating his lunch with us. I'm not sure. Another rule, depth gauge. I seen these in the pictures before I bought this, and I couldn't tell what they were, but now that I'm looking at them, it looks like a set of trammel points. I don't see a rod for them here, but I don't see a maker's mark on them. Looking at the cross hatching on the knobs, it looks like maybe those were handmade as well. But I don't know if you know what these are, or I mean, who makes these. Maybe they're user made, I'm not sure. Leave me a comment, let me know. Where the points there. It's a heavy hammer. Another little hammer. Just needs kind of cleaned up a little bit. Another set of brass trammel points. A set of calipers, some more arms for the calipers. Oh, all right. Yeah, I had that. There we go. This is a router plane, and that looks like maybe that was also user made. I'm not sure. I don't see any marks on it or anything. I'm beginning to think this guy was a pattern maker for a brass factory, brass and bronze. No, that doesn't. Looks like it should fit in there. Oh, yeah, it does. Huh. A little chewed up on the. Looks like it was drilled out by itself. I'm not sure if he took somebody else's little router plane and made a mold for it, or if he just made one that he thought he liked. Being a pattern maker, I mean, obviously, I'm assuming that's what he was at this point, but that would be a use for that. There's another plane. There's no cutter in it. This is kind of a, I'm not sure exactly how this works, but we'll figure that out. We'll clean it up. We'll do some research. We'll look at how rough the cut this is. I'm not sure if this is a manufactured or if it was just, and it's kind of skewed. I don't know if you can see that there. So I'm not sure if this was user made or if this is actually fits in there, but we'll figure that out as well. Set this up here with the other ones. The fence looks like for something. Little Stanley, little Stanley pocket level. Yep, a random brass piece. That looks like another trammel point. Nope, there's the match. Yep, another set of trammel points. There's a lot of panel gauges and trammel points in this box. Just seems like I mean, you would think one set would be enough. I don't know. Oh, here's the maker stamp. ON Kettle. Wow, that's kind of neat. Imagine this being used here to stamp a lot of this stuff. variety of, I'm not sure if these were hammers, if this was used for smoothing out stuff and for patterns. Not exactly sure what these were used for. If you're a pattern maker out there, or maybe a carver, I'm not a carver. Let me know how these are used. I don't really know. A variety of picks and mirrors, punches. Nothing of major points. Little screwdriver. Also a Yankee. Throw that up there. Another little knife here. And some more picks and pliers. Just made in the USA. And another center punch. Set that in there and tap it to mark where the screws are going to go. So, it's a neat variety of items there. One more tray down here, which also looks like a bunch more carving tools. All Buck Brothers. All marked OK. Oh, what was it? Kettle? What was that name? Kettle. O-N Kettle. So, more carving. Let's see, some of the stuff, it's rusty, but it's actually kind of sharp. So, I don't know if somebody was trying to sharpen it, or if, I mean, this box sat in a barn for years, according to the guy that I bought it from. He said it was in the house when he moved in, and finally decided that maybe he should just move it along. Miller Falls, another little carving gauge, little knife, pulling stuff out. So I'm gonna do a little research. We're gonna do some cleaning up. We're gonna get to use some of the stuff. Yeah, they got that one all kind of mushroomed over and filled in, and but that would be a nice little chisel as well. I have to make a new handle for that. So I'm going to a variety of sizes of. Now these are lathe tools. Again. Little brass handles. More Wellman Product Company. Oh, knife over there, and it's a really little carving gouge. Another carving gouge, and chisel. Maybe I'm going to have to learn how to carve. Oh, what else is in here? Drake number 5 midget soldering iron. There's a little stand in there. $4.18. That's a good one. What is that? I'm not sure if that's a. Yeah, I don't know my planes that well. I'm not sure if a 418, if that's a Sargent or a Miller Falls or. I have some hand planes over there. I'm just not familiar enough with. I'm not a professional woodworker. I'm not an all hand tool guy. Like I said, I'm not a collector. This was just a local guy that was trying to get rid of this toolbox, and I thought, for the price, I'll take a chance on it and clean this stuff up and learn to use some of it. So So it's number 78 Stanley. Oh, it's got the depth. Oh, that's what that is. This is the fence for the 78, so that you can move along the edge there. And there was a round rod here that maybe that's what this was being used for. That doesn't really fit there. There should have threads on the end so that it screws into it, but so you can set this in here, adjust it, and then the depth stops. So that's usually these pieces are missing off it. I have a 78, and obviously this fence and the stop are missing off of that, as they are most of them. They get set aside and forgotten about. A little block plane here, a little brass adjuster. Yeah, I can't read that. It's painted. Maybe it. Yeah, but we'll get this one cleaned up and sharpened up, and the knobs move. Yeah, there it goes. The adjuster moves. So, it's got an adjustable mouth on it, so you can open it or close it for finer or coarse work. That's kind of cool. And so 3 braces here. Everything seems to. All right. Everything seems to be, that one's falling apart, but we'll get these cleaned up, and the jaws don't look like they're broke, which happens a lot of times, you see. There we go, that's a different one. That's a 2-jaw. And then Warranted Superior, and it does say oak kettle right here on it. A little chipped up there, but oh, look at that! There is an etch on it. Brown's Warranted Cast Steel, and patent ground. Clean that up a little bit more, and Henry Diston and Sons stamped on the back there. It's a nice little saw as well. And that's everything that's in there. I'm in the Union card over here, and this is the Armory in Kenton, Ohio. I don't have the keys for the lock. The lock is actually on the toolbox, but so there you have it. That's everything that was in this toolbox. Like I said, I don't know that it's all original, because there is a variety of the trays that fit in here, as well as the ones with the that came out of an actual tool drawer. So I'm not sure what those are, how those all came to be. But if you want to join me again, and we'll go through this and make this stuff usable. Thanks.